If nobody knew who you were, if nobody knew what you did for work, what you went to school for, the type of person you are, the type of habits you indulge in, if nobody knew any of that, nobody had any expectations of you, or nobody expected you to stay the same, nobody could judge you for changing, would your life still look the same? Would you make the same choices that you're making on a daily basis? Like, completely take your past out of the equation for just a second. Forget everything about the identity that you have built about yourself, the beliefs that you have around your identity. Would this be still the life that you're choosing? Okay, there's a term in psychology, it's called the sunk cost fallacy. Sunk cost fallacy is basically our tendency to keep investing time, money, energy into something simply because we already have been investing time, money, energy into it for a certain amount of time, right? But this can apply to relationships, friendships, your job, your career, what you're studying in school, the habits that you indulge in, the identity that you've created about yourself in your head. People will spend decades in a career that doesn't even fulfill them because, oh, well, I've already been here for 5-10 years, so I might as well keep going. But the whole time, you actually have a desire to be an artist or be a painter, or maybe you want to be a content creator. It's like if I were to go to medical school and I did 8 years of school, and then I did the whole nursing residency program, all that, and now I'm a nurse, and I'm like, wait, I actually don't want to do this anymore. I actually want to be a singer. Mind you, that's a hypothetical. I've never went to medical school. I studied music business. But just because you have spent your life building around this concept, this identity of who you are, or who you think you are, or who everyone knows you as, does not mean that you have to stay in that. It is never, ever too late to be like, you know what? I don't identify with that anymore. This is me now. These are the habits that I'm choosing now. These are the friends that I'm choosing now. This is the career that I'm choosing now. This is the path that I want to take, essentially. We become attached to this version of ourselves that we've created through our jobs, our school, our friends, our habits. We become attached to that version, that identity of ourselves. But the truth is, no one is forcing us to stay there. So this can start from like really small little things, right? The things that you say about yourself, like, oh, I'm just terrible with money. I'm just shopaholic, right? Or, oh, I'm always running late. You know, I can never be on time. That's just me, you know? Or even like if you're the person in the friend group that's always like the funny one, you're the jester of the group. Like, oh, you're the one that's always cracking the jokes. Like, you're the people pleaser of the group. Maybe all those things about you were true at some point, but that doesn't mean that they have to continue to be. My name is Pia. Today we're gonna be talking about how it is never too late to reinvent yourself. I've seen people turn their lives around at the ripe age of 50, 60 years old. I'm in my 20s, I just turned 24, and I am reinventing certain aspects of myself. And like, even by starting this YouTube channel, I feel like that is like almost reinventing my identity, because I always wanted to start a YouTube channel. I always wanted to start. Do you know how much, like, as a kid, I would literally talk to myself all day. Still talk to myself all day, but like pretending to be a YouTuber, be like, all right, so today we're going to be doing this. I don't know why I would do like a British accent. I guess I watch a lot of British influence or like British YouTubers, but I always would like talk to myself like pretending that I was filming a video. And I'm like, wait, I just need to turn on the camera. And now I'm a YouTuber. Who would have thought it's that easy? However, I'm not saying like I'm just gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, I'm a new person. You know, it's not that. I'm not saying it like that. It's not something that's going to just happen overnight. Building this new identity, it's gonna take a while, but that doesn't mean that it's not gonna happen. The beautiful part is, though, the time is gonna pass regardless. Do you know, okay, I'm a music artist. I make music, I produce, I sing. The amount of women in music that I've met that have this limiting belief, when they find out I'm a producer, they're like, oh, that's so cool. Like, I don't know how to do that though. Like, it's just too hard. Like the DAW, it looks like a video game. Like, I don't know what's going on. Google is free, babe. And they're like, oh, well, it's gonna take me years to learn. Girl, years are going to pass by you regardless. Would you rather spend that time learning and then by the end of the year you can produce your own songs? Or would you rather spend that time being like, oh, I don't know how to do that. So why are you keeping yourself small? Why are you having these limiting beliefs about the things that you're able to do? Do you realize how powerful you are? Do you realize how accessible everything is? Not to sound cliche, but literally, like, especially now with like how easy it is to access the internet. You can do anything. You can literally, that's why I never understand it. Honestly, it kind of pisses me off when people are like, I don't know how to do that. Bitch, look it up. Like, what? That actually annoys me. Like, please don't bring that bullshit around me. Like, look it up. Oh my god, it's like, it's giving like weaponizing competence. Like, I can't be around people like that. Like, I can't. I feel like it's just really important to allow yourself permission to change. I feel like it's especially true when you have so many friends that are maybe doing the same thing, or like your entire personality has been built around this. Maybe it's a career, or maybe it's like this hobby that you really love, or this passion that you maybe just, you want to do something else now. Allow yourself to give yourself permission to step into that. Don't feel like you have to, oh, well, I've already been doing this for a few years, so I'll probably just stick it out. Girl, what are we talking about? Like, what are we doing? This is your life. There was only one of you, and you mean you're gonna tell me that you don't want to just go for it and do the things that you actually want to do because, oh, well, I've already been doing this for a while. So, like, for example, when I wasn't always a music artist. I used to be in chorus. I was really shy, and it didn't happen overnight where I just reinvented myself and I was like, I'm a singer now, I'm an artist now, and I'm a producer now. Like, those things did not happen overnight. It took me years to get to a point where I learned how to work my way around Ableton and learn to record myself on Pro Tools and learn how to play the guitar and practice writing my own songs. Like, it took me years to get to that point, but the years are gonna pass you by regardless, babe. If there's something that you want to do that you know you've been wanting to do for so long, but maybe you're afraid of like how people might react around you, maybe because the people around you, maybe they're so used to this one idea of you, this one version of you that they're comfortable with, that all of a sudden when you change, they're like, who is this? Don't be afraid, and don't do it. Don't let that stop you, please. Like, I have seen people's dreams wither away because they're too afraid of how the people around them are going to react. Like, one example of this for me, as I've talked about in previous videos, I am on my journey of sobriety. I was somebody that was a heavy weed smoker. From the time I was like 16, I'm 24 now. Like, girl, that's like 7-8 years of my life that I had been consumed in this identity of, oh yeah, I'm a stoner. Spark up, 420, like, that makes me cringe now. I'm just saying, I had all of these limiting beliefs around what I was capable of and around my identity of like, oh, I'm a pot smoker, oh, I'm a weed smoker, I'm a heavy user, I smoke weed all day, every day. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just because I turned 24 and my frontal lobe is like starting to get to the point where it's fully developed, and I'm like, ew, I don't want to, that's not me anymore. That's not the version of myself that I want to identify with. For me, like, this is the first, because I've tried for years to get off the weed. This is not like my first time trying and I'm like, oh, I'm sober now. No, this has been a struggle of mine for the longest fucking time, where I tried so hard to quit, and then like, because my whole fucking friendship circle was all stoners, every time we would hang out, I would just end up folding because, you know, but at the end of the day, that's on me. I'm a grown woman. I can make my own decisions. I can say no. No one's shoving a joint. No one wants to share their drugs that badly, okay? But my point is, I had all of these limiting beliefs. I had all of these ideas around, oh, well, I smoke weed every day because that's just me. But I don't want to do that anymore. I don't identify with that anymore. I'm not sitting here and being like, I'm never gonna smoke weed ever again. But right now, it's just not for me. I've been trying so hard to get away from it, and I just don't believe that it's a coincidence that every time that I quit, I feel like a flower that's just blossoming, that's just been, I just felt like a shell of a woman. And I had all of these ideas around my identity as a stoner that I was almost afraid to like You know, when I would hang out with people, I was afraid for them to, you know, pass me the blunt and me be like, oh, like, I don't smoke anymore. I was afraid to say that because I'm like, I'm afraid of how they react. They're gonna be like, oh. Essentially, I felt like I truly outgrew this past version of myself that I like was so keen on like clinging on to because the people around, well, everyone around me is doing it. Like, what? Oh, so you have to do it too just because they're doing it and they're doing it and they're doing it? Like, why are you so afraid to like be different? Why are you so afraid to be the one person at the function that's like, oh, I'm not drinking tonight. Oh, I'm not smoking tonight. Yeah, people might look at you weird. But like, first of all, I think it's so crazy that it's so normalized to just get fucked up all the time when like alcohol is quite literally poison and weed, like they're all mind altering substances. And I feel like they've been so normalized that people look at you weird if you choose not to do it. Be like, wait, what? You're not drinking tonight? Why aren't you drinking tonight? Why are you drinking tonight? Why don't we start asking those questions? Why is it so normalized to like look at people weird when they don't want to indulge? You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, girl, bye. Maybe you've convinced yourself that it's too late to change because you've spent so many years of your life being this identity, being this person that just is this way, right? But you don't have to. You don't have to. Like, why are you keeping yourself there, girl? What? I feel like it's giving like SpongeBob when he has the handcuffs on and that shit loose as fuck. Like, girl, nobody's forcing you to stay there. Like, that is completely optional. And when you know deep down that you have outgrown something, that you just don't need it in your life, there's just no reason to stay there. So my point with this is like, you don't have to, like, once you start to evolve into this new person, that doesn't mean that you have to, it doesn't have to be a new person necessarily. It just might be a different version of yourself. I'm not saying just like pretend like that never happened, like that version of you never existed. You don't have to let that version, that past version of you have the final say about who you are today. In fact, I'm thankful that that was a part of my life because I'm thankful that I was able to experience that. And in fact, as much as sometimes I'm like annoyed with the version of myself that was like just doing that all the time, because it's like, girl, what? For why? But I'm really trying to have grace for that past version of myself and realizing that I was using that as a coping mechanism. I was using it as a crutch. I was using it to numb my feelings. The person that you want to become, she's not waiting around for the perfect moment, right? Just start. Oh my God, you guys, do you know how badly, like I said earlier, I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel since I was so fucking young. And I'm 24 and I'm just starting it. And I'm so glad, like, the hardest part was starting. The hardest part was literally getting the first video out there. And now that I've started, I'm like addicted to it. I feel like transfer addiction is a very real thing where you like, you go from one addiction and you like are trying to get over that, and so your addiction manifests into a different form. I feel like for me now, it's creating, and I feel like that is the most beautiful manifestation of my addiction to weed. And yes, I was addicted. There's so many people that say, oh, you can't get addicted to smoking weed. Let's not talk like this isn't some mind-altering substance that you are completely dependent on to get through the day, okay? Again, you don't have to let that define you. Tomorrow's a new day, and the day after that, it's a new day. And it all starts with a choice, right? Like, once I got that first video out there, now I'm addicted to putting it out every single Saturday. I'm not stopping. Like, I'm making sure, because I'm going to Chile, I'm going to the motherland, in like 2 weeks. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm not gonna have time to film there. So like, I'm filming, you know, backlog content so that way, and I'm scheduling it so that way I'm not losing my Saturday consistency, because now this is my new addiction, is content and music, of course. But like, I just am trying to alchemize that energy around my addiction into something else. And I think that's really beautiful. And I think this is the best thing that could come from it, honestly. So that's why I'm like, I don't regret that. I'm not ashamed of that. It's just what got me to where I am today. So again, it's not about like, oh, that never happened, I don't know who that is. No, I do know who that is. That's me. So it's not like I'm, you know, acting like, oh, I'm a whole new person, I don't know who that is. No, that was literally me just a few weeks ago. But there's something so magical about sobriety and just like facing the music. This has been a really emotional journey for me, and I'm so excited to see how it's already been so fruitful, and I'm so excited to see what comes from this. And I'm not stopping. Again, this is like, I think this will be my like 6th YouTube video, and I have 6 subscribers right now and maybe 50 views across all of the videos that I made, which I think I've made 3 videos so far. I already have my next one scheduled. I already filmed my other one after that. But I'm just saying, like, you can't expect the results overnight. You can't post one video and expect to blow up and now, okay, Mr. Beast. Like, it doesn't work like that. It takes time, it takes energy, it takes consistency. And that's my new addiction. So this is a very healing thing for me. And yeah, just don't ever be afraid to switch it up. Maybe surprise some people around you. But honestly, ultimately, like, fuck what they gotta say, because you gotta do what's good for you. So I want to challenge you. I feel like this is my thing at the end of my videos. I want to challenge whoever's watching. I want you to pick one part of your identity that you've been holding on to for a long time, that you know, you feel it in your gut, you feel it in your soul, you feel it in your spirit, you know that it doesn't align with you and your core values and your beliefs and your morals. You know it's not good for you anymore. You don't need it anymore. I want you to identify what part of your beliefs about your identity is, right? Maybe it's like what I was saying earlier, like, oh, I'm always running late, or I'm just really shitty with money, or oh, I could never be a singer. That's just too much. Write that shit down and literally cross it out with an X. And then for the next week, right? Because this is not like a reinvent yourself overnight type thing. But throughout the next week, make one little decision every single day that is gonna allow you to step into this elevated version of yourself, right? It's like a Pokemon. You're evolving into your next. I never watched Pokemon, but I know that they evolve, right? I know that the little creatures take on evolutions, right? So each day, just make a tiny little choice that elevated version of yourself would be making. And then eventually, the world, the universe has no choice but to allow you to become that person. Because at this point, you're already acting like that person, so you are that person. So again, don't worry about becoming a whole new person by tomorrow. Like, no, it's not about that. It's not an overnight thing. But challenge yourself. Prove to yourself, like, no, I don't have to live in that old reality anymore. I don't need that. I'm new and improved. And don't let anyone stop you. Don't let anyone's opinions and their limiting beliefs stop you from doing what you know you have to do. If you made it to the end of the video, my name is Pia. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I make videos like this every single week. So I will see you very soon, girl.